Hello, I'm Mike Gordon, and welcome back to my perfect playthrough of Pokemon Crystal. And today we are going to take on our second batch of trainers here, after clearing out all the first batch. And just like last time, we have to battle these trainers 3 to 5 times, depending on how late in the game that we run into them. Schoolboys Jack, Alan, and Chad, as well as last Dana and Bug Catcher Arnie have to be battled 5 times. And Sailor Huey has to be battled 4 times. So, seeing as how a decent chunk of these trainers are around routes 35-36, very close to Violet City in fact, I decided for Violet City to be my new spawn point here. And first trainer is not him. It is actually Schoolboy Jack at the National Park. Once again, it should be noted that PokeFans Beverly and Derek only give away nuggets and will never, ever be available to rematch in Pokemon Crystal. Actually, they're not even available to for a rematch in the remakes either, Heart Gold, Silver. You can only rematch them in Gold and Silver. That's it. Schoolboy Jack was defeated. So now we are gonna fly right back to New Barktown. Last Dana. Alright, so a trainer on Route 38, that's nice. And something I forgot to realize is that unlike in Gold Silver, you don't have to worry about cutting through the grass when rematching these trainers on Route 38. You can literally avoid the grass altogether, so it's actually faster to reach them from Ekritique. So, once again, we have to battle their initial teams first. Because, technically speaking, you can rematch these trainers before you pass their first story check. So, yeah, that was easy. So, I'm actually gonna delete Juggler Irwin's number right now because I thought maybe having him call you up will give you some interesting insight, like he would act as your chronicler. But all he does is recap what you did relatively recently, which would be catching the Snorlax on Vermilion City. So, Juggler Irwin's completely useless. Is probably the most useless phone number in the game, honestly. As he does not give out hands out any items, and he doesn't say anything unique or interesting, and you can't battle him. At least that's 5 less battles I have to worry about, and actually make that 6 because Sailor Huey only needs to be fought 4 times. All in all, we have 27 more battles to go. Something I gotta do, and this could potentially bite me in the rear. But I'm gonna move Pikachu, Fairy and Meryl into my party, as all three of them are needed to nab a few phone numbers in the very near future. And since I'm starting Violet City, which I chose to be my primary spawn point, I'm gonna use this opportunity to nab a replacement phone number for Juggler Erwin. So even though you can't battle PokeFan Beverly or PokeFan Derek, there is still reason to rematch to get their numbers. Schoolboy Jack. And this is and I believe it's his second team that we're battling right now. Yeah, we should be able to beat the crap out of him. We've yet to battle. Yeah, we battled Schoolboy Jack twice. Last Dana once. So we need to show PokeFan Beverly on Meryl in order to get her phone number. And though she won't challenge you to a rematch under any circumstances, she will give us a reward upon calling us at the appropriate time. So I'm gonna try to nab this reward while I still can. And speak of the devil, happened right away. And I do mean right away. So, looks like I'm gonna fly down to Goldenrod City, because I think the way to Beverly is a little it's a little faster to reach Beverly from Goldenrod. There's otherwise literally no reason to come down here, because Juggler Erwin's useless. Bug Catcher Arnie's not only surrounded by a bunch of grass, but is actually closer Route 36 than he is to Goldenrod. So, for all intents and purposes, yeah, she gives us a nugget. And since that's the only thing she's good for, it's time to delete her from the phone book. So I'm gonna set the time, and we are getting a battle with Schoolboy Alan. Our first battle with Schoolboy Alan, to be precise. So even though it's 29 battles, which is 6 battles less than the previous episode, it's actually still gonna be a pretty long time to wrap up. Alright, and... Alright, let's thrash. Oh yeah, this must have been the first battle. Alright, so we're going to try to trigger another rematch. Schoolboy Alan again, huh. So I do know that Alan's second team adds a second Pokemon into the mix. So I'm once again gonna teleport up to Violet City. Schoolboy Allen, as it turns out, is going to be quite the busy customer in the first half of this episode, as this is our second battle with him. We have battled Schoolboy Jack and Schoolboy Allen twice, and last Dana once. And we got the nugget as well. So we're good with Thrash. And if we get another trainer call from routes 38 or the Lighthouse, I'll definitely head up to speak with PokeFan Derek. So, Bug Catcher Arnie. This trainer actually requires cut in order to access. Well, technically not, but I'm not going to reach him from Goldenrod. That's a ton of wild grass that's still decently far away from here. So, I realize I don't have a cut user on my party. And by scrolling down the TMHN list, of which I have a near complete assortment, I'm only missing the TMs for Toxic and Giga Flare, which are handed off by Erica and Janine, respectively. So, as I can't teach any of my... Well, I could teach Mew and Tyranitar Cut, but I don't want to teach Tyranitar Cut. Cut as a move sucks. And Mew is already maxed out as far as moves go. At this point, Meryl is the expendable one, so I'm moving him into the PC. To make room for Meganium. If I get a call from Huey, I'm definitely gonna try to swap out, I'm definitely gonna talk to, actually I hope I don't get a call from Huey yet. It would have to be a phone call from Schoolboy Chad or Last Dana. Anyways, I just use a simple crunch because this is the first team again. Just a Venonat. Now in Gold and Silver, every trainer in the game that will offer up their phone number has 3 teams to battle, and you have to battle them. And the second teams are all missable. And the reason they're missable is you have to get them during a certain after certain story checks, but before others. Before you go too far into the game, so you have to battle these and rematch these trainers sequentially. In Crystal, in Pokemon Crystal, not only do you have to pass the story checks, but you have to battle each team sequentially before you can unlock the next. Even if you pass all the story checks that affect phone calls, they will still challenge you to a rematch with the old team that you had initially beaten. So I have to battle. So while Gold Silver, you have to battle every trainer 3 times, but you have to spread out the second and third times into into small little groups, and battle them all before you make it too far into the story. And then it's only at the very end, after you pass the final story check, do you battle all the third teams all at once. But here, every trainer has anywhere from 3 to 5 teams, and not only do you have to pass all the story checks, you have to do them all in sequential order. But you still have to battle each team sequentially. So this is Schoolboy Alan here. That's the 3rd team that we have to fight, which will allow us to battle his 4th and then his 5th team afterwards. So, that's basically it. Dana. So we're getting our 2nd battle with Dana already, and we only battled Bug Catcher Arnie once. We have yet to see Schoolboy Chad, or and by the way, because I got a call from Dana, instead of flying to Eckertique, I flew to Olivine, so I could speak with Derek and add his phone number. Since we still have Pikachu in our party and all that. So I imagine that the next time we go call from Schoolboy's Alan or Jack, or Bug Catcher Arnie, we will have to swap them out for Typhlosion, because I will need a dig user for the lighthouse. I don't have any more escape ropes. So this is our 2nd team, which means she will only have 2 Pokemon at this point in time, Ampharos and Psyduck. Not Ampharos, Flaffy and Psyduck. So, yeah. That's the reason why I cut through Route 3, not flew to Olivine instead of Eckertique. It was so I could add PokeFan Derek into the phone book without wasting any time. Alright. So it definitely seems like I'm gonna need to swap out Pikachu for Typhlosion. That's because PokeFan Derek requires that you have Pikachu in your party before he'll give out his number. It don't matter if you have them register as on your Pokedex, they want to see those Pokemon in person. Beverly wants to see Meryl, and Derek wants to see Pikachu. So yeah, I'm using this opportunity to heal up, and I'm gonna move Pikachu back into his rightful spot in the PC. And now I'm gonna move Typhlosion into the PC. I'm not gonna move for Alligator because I don't have any use for Surf at this point in time. Typhlosion, I can make do just fine with just Meganium and Typhlosion. And this will save time for when Sailor Huey inevitably calls us asking for a rematch. But this is our 2nd fight with Bug Catcher Arnie. Still Vanette, so that's how you know that's the 2nd team, the 2nd battle. And in Crystal, all you need to know is that once you return the machine part to the power plant, you will be able to battle every single team from every single trainer. And the smart decision, if you want to pace out these perfect playthroughs, is to spread them out like I did in Gold Silver, but I didn't do that here in Crystal version because I already knew ahead of time that I wanted Tyranitar on my team. So Schoolboy Jack is calling us for a third rematch. Alright, and... I'm gonna go teleport back here. Alright, and I'm not gonna bother with this Pokemon. Sometimes I let these random battles stick so I could at least better my odds, because that might better my odds at getting the 3-cycle with the 3-turn Thrash. But it turns out that random battle was completely pointless because Schoolboy Jack number 3 only has 2 Pokemon on his side. Gloom and I believe Electrode. Alright. Alright, let's go. Alright, that's the third team against Schoolboy Jack. So we've battled Jack and Alan 3 times. We battled Arnie and Dana twice. We've yet to battle Chad or Huey. We've yet to receive a call from Chad or Huey. It looks like we're gonna battle Alan a 4th time. So I have no idea what the hell's going on here, as Chad won't call, Huey won't call. Kind of amazed, honestly. So yeah, this is the 4th battle against Schoolboy Alan, and yeah, that's definitely the 3rd team. Yeah, it's still in the 20s, so it's the late 20s, and he has a party of 4. Oh. I'm gonna go for the 3-turn Thrash. And it's gonna also affect Quagsire and whatever his 4th Pokemon is, Yanma. Alright, there's the 3-turn Thrash. And I'm gonna go ahead and fly back to New Barktown. Alright, and PokeFan Derek. This is when we collect his nugget. And then we'll delete his number afterwards. Oh. So why don't I get Derek to call us and then go get another phone call on top of that. Because Daylight Savings sort of throws a lot of things like this off. So we're deleting Derek's number. And that's no more side diversions. No more. That's literally all I got Derek's number for. So now we can concentrate on finishing up these Route 35, 36, and National Park trainers. This will be our third battle against Bug Catcher Arnie. Our fourth with Alan, and our third with Jack. Two with Dana. And Chad and Huey have yet to call. Alright, and I'm gonna go. And once again, we are just gonna use Crunch here because all he has is Venomoth. And that's his third team right there. So now we are gonna head down and fly all the way down to Town. And I think we are just one battle away from clearing Alan, two from clearing Arnie or Jack. It looks like we're gonna clear out Alan before we even get one phone call from Chad or Huey. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and alright. So yeah, that's basically the final battle against Alan. Schoolboy Alan. Our last crunch followed by a 3-turn thrash in this episode. Unless some other trainer also happens to be sporting 4 Pokemon. I don't think so. I think everybody's capped at, else is capped at 3. Alan is capped at 3. Jack is capped off 3. Arnie will only use his 1. Dana, I believe, only has 2 Pokemon. Chad has 2. Huey has 2. So, yep. Deleting Alan's number, and I'm gonna hold on to Arnie's. So I clicked on the wrong Pokemon by mistake. So last Diana. I think we're gonna be battling our third team now. Since we're cleared 3 of Arnie's teams, as well as 3 of Jack's teams. Yeah. And still, 0 phone calls from Chad or Huey. Which is absolutely ridiculous. Alright, this is definitely the third team because normally trainers don't swap their team orders. But this time Last Dana does because Ampharos is the fully evolved Pokemon. Whereas their Psyduck is, well, still just a Psyduck. I'm gonna fly back to New Barktown. Alright. Next trainer is Schoolboy Jack at long last. And like Last Dana, in this game, it's actually faster to reach him from Ecruteak because we don't have to worry about tall grass. Alright, that was the wrong trainer. It's actually this guy. Yeah, I get Dana and Jack confused all the time because they're right next to each other, and Diana's the one that calls us all the freaking time. So yeah, we have to battle another abysmal team of one, which was just Mr. Mime. So no need to thrash, just a single crunch will do. And Schoolboy Jack calls us up for a rematch again. So I'm gonna fly back down to Ecruteak and battle him. I remember to skip. Yeah, I do. And by the way, the reason why I just battle these trainers in a somewhat randomized order like this instead of try to script it so I battle this trainer 5 times and then the next trainer 5 times and so on and so forth. Generally speaking, when a trainer is hell-bent on calling you, you're going to get them in virtually every frame for quite a while. It actually takes far more work skipping over them than would just accept their phone call and then try manipulating the rematch out of them. Because they ain't gonna stop pestering you until you give them what they want. Or you could wait several frames until somebody else decides to come along. Try to remember that. And it's Schoolboy Jack a 3rd time! And keep in mind that Sailor Huey has yet to call us. So yeah, Ecruteak again. We're just gonna keep going down here over and over again until somebody else calls, or until we beat them 5 times. Or I think he still has Magnemite, so I'm gonna use Thrash here. Alright, and thrash some. Oh, it's a Magneton. Alright, spoiler, even though Magneton definitely raises some eyebrows here because Magneton's much more bulkier, more defensive than Magnemite is, it's not gonna matter at all because Magneton, even the File team, will not be able to tank a Thrash from Tyranitar. Alright, we finally got a call from Huey, and it's immediately a rematch. Alright. We're going to fly straight down there. And as I said, it's a good thing that we gone through the Nugget trainers, and we have Meganium and Typhlosia in our party again, with Cut and Dig on both on standby. Spoilers, to the best of my knowledge, Sailor Huey will only call you for a rematch. That's it. In Pokemon Crystal. I don't know about... You know, my mind's drawing a blank. I don't know about... So Huey was defeated. Typhlosion used Dig to get out of there quickly. So that was our first battle with Sailor Huey. We've battled Shad 3 times. We battled Dana, I think, twice. No, 3 times, I think. Yeah, 3 times because of Ampharos. And now it's a 4th time with Chad. Holy crap. Alright, and we are gonna take on Chad for, I believe, to be the 4th time already. Go Tyranitar. Go Thrash here. And yes, I believe this is the 4th team. Turns out that once you defeat Schoolboy Allen, those 2 trainers can are suddenly now talkative. And I'm just gonna go ahead and try again with the rematches. Schoolboy Jack, I believe this will be our 4th battle. I'll know if it's the 4th battle or not because of the Growlithe. Because he would have Gloom, Electrode, and Growlithe on his team. His 1st, 2nd, and 3rd teams never had a Growlithe on it in them. God damn it. Not again. Alright, let's take him out. Go Tyranitar. Yeah, Schoolboy Jack sent out Electra. Yeah, it's a 3-team Pokemon. That's a 3-Pokemon team, so this is the 4th battle against Jack. Jack and Chad only have one more battle to go. Wow. Arnie and Dana, I think, have 2 more battles to go. Huey has 3 more because, again, Huey only has 4 teams, not the full 5, like before. The reason why start with Huey, the input actually decreases with all the future teams you can rematch, is because of the story checks. At the Lighthouse, the only story checks that would suggest update my team would be Sealwood City, Mahogany Town, Lake of Rage, the Rocket Hideout, the Goldenrod Radio Tower, Blackthorn City, the Elite Four, and the machine part. That's it. And guess what? Sealwood City is too close for comfort. So instead, the game goes, okay, it's probably gonna be Goldenrod Radio Tower, the Pokemon League, and then the machine part. As normally they don't do towns that are just side by side one another like that. In fact, I believe Blackthorn almost never sees any updates in this game, as well as particularly team updates. So now we're battling our Bug Catcher Arnie number 4. Level 36 Venomoth. So that is team number 4 for Arnie. So one more battle for Chad, one more battle for Jack, one more battle for Arnie, 3 more for Huey. What the hell is going on up there? Whatever. Alright, we're gonna wrap up the battles with Schoolboy Jack. Hopefully that will free up some battles with Huey here. Sir Huey. Well, I didn't need to fly down there. I had Mew I could teleport, but whatever. So, yeah, we are gonna... Jesus fucking Christ, this is like the 3rd or 4th time we got a random encounter off of Bug Catcher Jack. I really hate these rematches in the tall grass. Alright. So basically, any trainer that's available after after the Rocket Hideout incident is only going to have 3 teams, just like in Gold and Silver. There may be some minor differences here and there. But yeah, we are about to wrap up the fights against Jack, of all trainers. So it's 5 battles against Jack, 5 against Alan, 4 against Arnie, 14. I think it's 3 against against Dana, and 1 against Huey, so. So that'll be 5, 10. Here's Sailor Huey again. So that'll be our second battle against Huey. So let's see, that's 10, 14. $17, 14, 18, 21, 23. Plus the 2 nuggets, which would be 25 phone calls, so. Yeah, it's all adds up. This is the second battle against Huey. We battled Dana 3 times. We battled Shad and Arnie 4 times, and we're completely done with Jack and Alan. Alright, so Huey was defeated. And then we're gonna fly down here. Schoolboy Chad. So we're gonna wrap up Schoolboy Chad, who, in spite the late start, is gonna finish ahead compared to Dana, is going to finish before Dana, well before Dana. So we have 2 more battles from Dana, 2 more battles from Huey, and 1 more battle from Arnie before we're done with this batch of trainers. That's 5 more trainers altogether. Yeah, I think that's it all adds up. Oh god. Schoolboy Chad is we're completely done with Schoolboy Chad. So we got 2 more battles with Dana, 2 more with Huey, and 1 more with Arnie. And there's last Dana for the 4th time. something worth knowing is that Bug Catcher Arnie will call you about a Yama swarm. Schoolboy Alan will call to inform you about, sometimes give you Firestones, I believe? Yeah, Firestones. Because Dana here gives you Thunderstones. Gina on Route 34, the previous episode, gives you Leaf Stones. And another trainer layer that we'll cover in the next episode gives out Water Stones. And I think Schoolboy Jack just gives you little tips. And to the best of my knowledge, Sailor Huey will only battle you, and that's it. But after you defeat all of his teams, he will give you an item, similar to youngster Joey. So, yeah. So there's last Dana for the 5th and final time. We still have 2 more matches against Sailor Huey and 1 more against Bug Catcher Arnie. I figure that, given how early Dana was and how late Huey was, I figure I was going to finish Dana off before Huey. I didn't think the same thing would happen with Schoolboy Chad compared to Dana. So I'm going with Ampharos with Thrash for the last time. And luckily, they don't update their numbers. Dana does not update her numbers, she just fully evolves her 2 Pokemon in Crystal. Alright, and Sailor Huey is battle number 3 out of 4. Alright, and we are gonna go with and I'm struggling to stay awake here, I'm so tired. I can't wait for this perfect playthrough to finally come to an end. I mean, right now it's August 17th. Fall semester is about to start, so my inputs, so I have to go basically all into beating the game before the semester starts if I am to have a chance at the Battle Tower before all hell breaks loose. So I'm thrashing. This would be the last team we would battle if this was gold and silver. As it's Crystal, we've got 1 more battle against Sailor Huey. And by the way, this is the only way you can register without trading with another game. This is the... I actually forgot to remove Dana's number. Or was that Chad's number? Actually, I think it was Dana's number. So, yeah, we are gonna influence the results again. Sailor Huey for the 5th time. Jesus fuck, how is it that I battled Sailor Huey 4 times before I battled Bug Catcher Arnie 5 times? I think I was up to 3 battles against Arnie by the time Huey started calling. But it makes things a bit easier for me. As now I can rematch him for the final time. And something about this battle in particular is, in all the Gen 2 games, without trading with another game, this is the only way you can register a Politoed as seen in your Pokedex in any of the Gen 2 games. Right here in Pokemon Crystal, because this Politoed never comes into play in Gold or Silver, because this is the 4th team. So using Thrash on the Polys. And I will probably do well to delete Huey's number next, so I could unlock Arnie's number once again. And oh yeah, as a reward he gives us a protein. I think there are 5 trainers that after you beat them a certain number of times, basically after you beat their final team, they will just hand you a certain vitamin. But they'll only do it that one time. For example, youngster Joey just this once will, for just the one time, will give you HP up. Sailor Huey here will only give you the protein just once. And other trainers that we've yet to fight will offer up their vitamins only once, after you beat their final team. So I think I screwed that one up. So it's Bug Catcher Arnie at long last. Time to wrap up this episode's slate of battles, because holy smokes, I can't believe this is ending. Alright, and there we go. And there we go, level 40 Venomoth. To my level 73 Tyranitar, just one crunch and it's over. And that's it. That's it for the second batch of trainers. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna go heal up the Pokemon Center. I have no idea what's going back and forth like that. I think I was just a little confused. But in hindsight, I probably should have done this first and then the fight against Bug Catcher Arnie. But it's not gonna matter anyways because I gotta heal at this Pokemon Center. Turn that into a waypoint. And this is Fisher Tully in Gold and Silver. His name is Chris. So I have no idea. Oh, I know why. They changed his name from Chris to Tully because Chris is the default names for both the male and female protagonists. And I don't want to confuse audience by having Chris battling Chris in this game. So, starting from Pokemon Crystal onwards, Sailor Chris becomes Sailor Tully instead. Anyways, after nabbing Tully's number, I'm cutting through this patch of grass, which is super obnoxious right now. I hate going through the tall grass just to battle a couple trainers, but with the Clefairy, we can now unlock Picnicker Tiffany, and unlike the two PokeFans, Picnicker Tiffany will challenge us to a rematch. However, you do need Clefairy in your party in order to register a phone number. And Brent has something of a huge updated change compared to his Gold Silver counterpart. In Gold Silver, in all three games, he starts with a Lickitung, but in Gold Silver, he swaps them out for another trainer's team. But in Crystal, he swaps out Lickitung for a whole variety of different rare normal types. So now I'm adding Fisher Wilson's phone number. He will give us items from time to time, but they're not evolutionary stones. Fisher Tully will give us water stones. Fisher Wilton would tell us about Remoraid Swarm, but not in Crystal. Remoraid's not available here. And I believe Birdkeeper Vance is only here to will only challenge you to battles. So it's not exactly a huge bustling amount of trainers here, just 5. That works out well because no matter what, we will have. Because there's 25 trainers instead of 24, we have to rematch 4 sets of trainers instead of 3. Even if I were to delete Bill's number. So I'm moving Clefairy back to his old spot since we now have Tiffany's number. And then I realized I should probably withdraw the Moonstones first. So that then I will be able to cash in and I actually need a boot now that I have cards that can go well with my cards. I have to be super careful here. So I add Nidorina and Nidorino to my party, and I'm gonna go ahead and deposit them and trigger the duplication glitch. Now, unlike in Gold and Silver, the duplication glitch is kind of dangerous. You have to wait about 30 frames after you see the word power filled in before the dupe will work. If you try to replicate Gold and Silver's duplication glitch to the T, they change up the timing, so you'd be screwed. So either the save will not happen, or you'll corrupt the cartridge data. Anyways, I'm gonna feed the duplicate Nidorina and Nidorino in my party into Nidoqueen and Nidoking via Moonstone. So yeah. Alright, and so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and deposit the vitamins. So now that we've evolved both Nidorina and Nidorino into Nidoqueen and Nidoking respectively, that's basically gonna be their monikers the rest of the episode. King and Queen. but I will be moving the Nidorino line back into their proper PC placements. And then I'm gonna bring back Meganium, Typhlosion for Alligator. And the last thing I have to do now is read the Nidoqueen and Nidoking's Pokedex entries, and then next time we'll take on the third batch of trainers via rematch. Alright, here we are. The hard scales that cover its strong body serve as excellent protection from any attack. And now for Nidoking. It uses its thick arms, legs, and tail to attack forcefully. Melee combat is its specialty. So, if you like this video, please leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. With all out of the way, this is Mike Gorn, sign out.